The Grand Tapestry of Persia, a prophetic narrative from divine revelation. In the unfolding scroll of time, the story of Persia emerges as one of the most profound testimonies to Allah's divine plan for nations. From its towering imperial heights to its spiritual transformation under Islam, Persia's journey through history was foretold with remarkable precision in the Quran and the authentic traditions of the Prophet Muhammad. This is the complete chronicle of how divine prophecy shaped the destiny of an ancient civilization. The dawn of Persia's encounter with Islam. Long before the light of Islam illuminated the Arabian Peninsula, the Persian Empire stood as one of the world's great civilizations. The Sassanid dynasty ruled over vast territories stretching from the Euphrates to the Indus River, their kings styling themselves as kings of kings. Their capital at Ctesiphon boasted the magnificent Arch of Khosrau, while their Zoroastrian priests maintained sacred fires that had burned for centuries. Little did they know, their empire's fate had already been written in the divine decree. The Quranic prophecy that shook two empires. In the year 615 CE, as the small community of Muslims in Mecca faced increasing persecution, momentous news arrived from the north. The Sassanid Emperor Khosrow II had achieved a stunning victory over the Byzantine Romans, conquering Jerusalem and carrying off the true cross as a war trophy. The pagan Quraysh of Mecca rejoiced at this development, seeing it as validation of their polytheistic beliefs over the monotheism of both Christians and Muslims. It was in this historical moment that Allah revealed verses in Surah Ar-Rum that would echo through the ages. Alif Lam Mim. The Romans have been defeated in the nearest land, but they, after their defeat, will overcome, within 3 to 9 years. To Allah belongs the command before and after, and that day the believers will rejoice in Allah's help. The disbelievers mocked this prophecy, for the Byzantine Empire appeared utterly broken. Yet the divine words came to pass with perfect precision. Emperor Heraclius launched a remarkable counteroffensive in 622 CE, and by 627 CE achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Nineveh. By 630 CE, exactly within the prophesied time frame, Heraclius restored the true cross to Jerusalem. The same year the Muslims conquered Mecca in triumph. The Prophet's vision for Persia. The Messenger of Allah spoke frequently about Persia with remarkable foresight. His words painted a comprehensive picture of Persia's spiritual transformation and its future role in the Islamic world. The promise of Persian seekers. Among the most significant prophecies was the messenger's declaration about Salman al-Farsi, the Persian companion who had journeyed from Zoroastrian nobility to Islam after a lifelong search for truth. The Prophet said, "If faith were at the Pleiades, a man from Persia would reach it." This statement not only honored Salman, but foresaw the great spiritual potential within the Persian people. The scholarly destiny. The Prophet further predicted, were knowledge suspended at the highest heaven, Persians would attain it. This prophecy manifested brilliantly in later centuries as Persian scholars became pillars of Islamic learning. The great hadith compilers Al-Bukhari and Muslim, the philosopher Al-Ghazali, the physician Ibn Sina, and the historian Al-Tabari all emerged from Persian lands, fulfilling this divine vision. The warning about intellectual challenges. Yet the Prophet also cautioned, "There will come a people who debate you with Persian logic. When you meet them, adhere to my Sunnah." This foreshadowed the theological and philosophical debates that would later emerge from Persian intellectual traditions, reminding Muslims always to anchor themselves in authentic revelation. The Islamic conquest and transformation. The Prophet's prediction that the keys of Persia will be given to my ummah came to fruition during the caliphate of Umar ibn al-Khattab. The pivotal Battle of Qadisiyah in 636 CE saw Muslim forces under Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas overcome a much larger Sassanid army. The subsequent fall of Ctesiphon marked the beginning of Persia's Islamization. As the Prophet had foretold, the fire of their worship will be extinguished. The sacred flames that had burned for generations in Zoroastrian temples gave way to the call to prayer from newly built mosques. The last Sassanid king, Yazdegerd III, became a fugitive in his own land until his death in 651 CE, marking the end of Persia's ancient imperial tradition. Persia's eschatological role. The Prophet's teachings also positioned Persia as significant in Islam's eschatological narrative. He warned that the Dajjal will emerge from the east, from among the Jews of Isfahan, connecting Persia to the ultimate trial facing humanity before Judgment Day. Additionally, the Prophet spoke of black banners coming from Khorasan that would play a role in end-time events. These prophecies continue to resonate through the centuries, reminding us that Persia's story in Islam is not yet complete. The complete transformation. From its imperial zenith to its intellectual flowering under Islam, Persia's journey stands as one of history's most compelling examples of divine prophecy fulfilled. The civilization that once worshipped fire became a beacon of Islamic scholarship. The empire that rivaled Rome became a center of Muslim civilization. And the people who were once the other became integral to Islam's intellectual and spiritual legacy. This is the complete story of Persia as foretold in Revelation, a testament to Allah's perfect knowledge of all that was, all that is, and all that will be. From the Quran's precise prophecy about empires to the Prophet's detailed visions of Persia's future, every element has unfolded according to divine wisdom, with lessons for all who reflect on the signs of history.